I'm going to get way up here. This is an important thing to say. Welcome, everybody. It's cutting out a bit. But you hear me? We're kind of intermittent with these signals, but folks, can you hear me okay? Are we good? Welcome to the 16th annual Holy Smokes reverberated event tonight. Is this one better? Oh, that's way better. Good. Okay, welcome everybody to the 16th annual Holy Smokes. It's sunny. Isn't this good?
Yes.
Give it up for Mother Nature who cooperated with our event tonight. This is fantastic. My name is Andy Kammer. I have the privilege and the honor of being the board president at the Park Ministry Center. I work at Creighton during the day, but during lunch hours, during evenings, during the middle of the morning, Mark will call with something or other, and we deal with it, but it's absolutely an honor for me to be a part of this organization. We rely on people like you to make this thing happen. We put these kind of fun things together, but in the trenches, all the staff who comes together to make important work, support the mission of dignity to all, to give food to those who need it, to give health care to those who need it, and a way forward to those who need it. Every single day, the staff does that. And it's an I'm getting weepy here because it's such a cool mission that I have a privilege to be a part of. And I just thank you for being here. We've got some important things to do. Obviously, check number one was eat the barbecue. Number two was to have wonderful fellowship with people who support the mission. Number three is to give a little back tonight. And we absolutely appreciate all the gifts and the treasure and the volunteerism. There's so many volunteers who I ran into tonight who work the pantry lines, who are part of the dental and the medical clinics each and every day. But there's a wall of fame over there. You know, Joe Hauser, a fellow board member of mine, talked about that. It's a small way to be a part of this, to get involved and give a little bit back. And the best part of it is we get to spend Scott Hutter's money tonight. He's going to match up to $10,000 of all these proceeds that are raised to give people a way forward and a meal for maybe up to a couple weeks or a month. So, thanks for being here. Yeah, give that. Appreciate your consideration. So with that, I want to introduce an amazing couple who decided to come together, bring a lot of their friends and family to be a part of this. These balloons are great. But they agreed to be our chairs, not just honorary chairs. They've been a part of this from the beginning, and they've been actively bringing in new people to the center to educate them about what we do and about the important work that the Park Ministry does each and every day. So it's my honor to introduce our chairs for the 16th annual Holy Smokes, Jamie and Haley Walker.
Thank you. Jamie and Haley, we're thrilled to be here. We're honored to be asked to share this event. We've been affiliated with the Heart Ministry for about 15 years. We got introduced to it through Sacred Heart, and then as we grew in our fondness with the organization, we got a dear friend of mine, Mark there, who is a childhood friend, joined the organization about 8 years ago. And it was about 14 members we had at the time. And now it's up to 418 members with a lot of work and success that Mark's found with his team to build it. And so it's been fun to be along this journey. And when we thought of helping Mark and the Heart Ministry and everything that they have not only accomplished but want to accomplish going forward, it was really an easy decision for us to get involved and invite new people down to learn more about it. But it wouldn't happen without all of you and your generosity to help build what they're doing here. And we had a goal tonight in total so far. With the generosity of the hires and doing the match on the wall thing, I think we're going to get a little bit closer, but we're still a little bit short. So we would ask all of you who come tonight to help in what Mark and his team are trying to accomplish, to go forward plan and provide the food and health care and the path forward to the Fresh Start program. So please help us reach our goal for $50,000 tonight. We got about 25,000 more to go. So please help us. And thank you, Mark, for giving us this opportunity. We're really proud of what you've done here. We're proud of what your team is doing for this community, and keep up the great work. So thank you all for coming.
My name is Mark Gayer. I'm the CEO of the Heart Ministry Center. I'm really grateful that you're all here tonight. I'm extremely excited and I'm extremely humbled to be a spoke on the hardship wheel that is our mission. I was sitting in my office today, and as usual, I'm thinking about myself. You know, how am I going to sound tonight? And then it dawned on me we had 150 people in a line waiting for food because they don't have enough food anymore. These people are trying to get their kids back from CPS. People are getting raped. People are trying to get a job and aren't able to. People have addiction that's not in recovery. Mental health issues that haven't been addressed. Boundaries, toxic relationships. They're trying to work their way out of it. And when you come to the Heart Ministry Center, you're normally not having the best day of your life. Our mission is providing food, health care, and a way forward to people severely affected by poverty in the Omaha area. And our core values are compassion, community, accountability, and excellence. And at our core, we are dignity for all. There's one rule at the Heart Ministry Center, and one rule only, because we do not believe in requirements, and that rule is that you treat people well. Period. And I don't know if there's a lot of places like that in the world, in its integrity, where there is that truth. The shirt I'm wearing says believe. It says hope is a weapon. And these are shirts that we had made during the pandemic. We did not close down a day. We were open for 18 hours. At our top, we distributed 700,000 pounds of food a month to 1,500 to 750 families in need. We will prevail. Believe. We leaned into something versus getting into a pandemic where there was fear, race riots, election divide. And that's what the Heart Ministry Center does with the North Omaha community that is used to dealing with adversity, that is as resilient as the day is long. So what does hope as the weapon mean to me today? It means 40 employees, a $3 million annual operating budget, and a campus full of resources. We have the busiest food distribution center in the state. We purchase more food from the food bank than anyone else, about 20% of the total distribution. On average, we're distributing 450 to 500,000 pounds of food to 750 to 1,000 families weekly, 450 to 500,000 a month. We do health care. We have a fully operational health care clinic, medical, dental, vision. We just hired a full-time mental health specialist. We do physical therapy, occupational therapy. We have attorneys. We have a way forward area where we work with willing partners to come up with a comprehensive game plan to move forward into self-sufficiency. It's hard to have a high quality of life when you're not self-sufficient. Unless you've not been self-sufficient, you don't know what that experience is like. Our most intensive form of a way forward is Fresh Start, a 15-week job placement program for men and women working to move forward into self-sufficiency. And we truly have a symbiotic relationship with the program participants in that they are not able to move forward into self-sufficiency without participation in the program. And we couldn't operate the Heart Ministry Center without those program participants. Buffy's telling me to smile, I can be an intense person. I get really intense when it comes to the Heart Ministry Center. I apologize for my not smiling face. And then the evolution of Fresh Start was a social enterprise laundromat. We just opened a laundromat. We're generating $8,500 a month in revenue. We created 3 jobs for our program participants who aren't quite ready for our 50 community employers, and a viable good and service in North Omaha to utilize and be proud of. And what is our vision moving forward? We want to do multiple social enterprises along 24th Street, which used to be the Street of Dreams. Create a little cluster of consumer activity and get people from other parts of the city to come down and connect North Omaha to the rest of the city. And then a resource is Buffy Summers, our Art from the Heart teacher, where we have a boutique closet for kids where she does an interactive art project with children. 8 years ago, we had a closet that was cluttered with a bunch of junk. Buffy took ownership of it. She showed initiative. She invested herself. So when children are in the center, a lot of which don't get a birthday present or a present on Christmas, they're doing an interactive art project with Buffy. Their art is on the wall. Yes. And it frees up their parents and grandparents to utilize the services of the center. And that is thoughtful. We try and thoughtfully meet situations where they are, art to art. And as we move forward, we will utilize the truth of our experience and best practices and be with the silent scream that is poverty, the community of North Omaha, and move forward. And if the past is an indicator of the future will be bright. At our core, the Heart Ministry Center is about relationship and resources. The first relationship I had at the Heart Ministry Center, besides a guy taking a chance on me and seeing the best in me, seeing something that I didn't see in myself. When I came down 8 years ago, a public failure, a personal failure, not having the best day of my life, with Mr. Big Lou Parker. Big Lou, would you come up here? I was hoping you would stand down there. She's bigger than me. They call him Big Lou for a reason. About 2 months into my time at the Heart Ministry Center, I was a volunteer and we were cranky. We were working hard, not smart. And this guy comes up to the center and he says, I want to volunteer. And as you can tell, I can be kind of serious when I'm in the middle of something. We were in the middle of pantry. It's 3 hours long, 3 hours strong. Leave me alone when we're doing pantry. He said, I want to volunteer. And I said, well, maybe you can come back tomorrow and volunteer. And this big guy started walking away. And like someone did in me, I saw the best in him. I knew he was big, I knew he was strong, and I knew he could help. So I said, you want to volunteer today? And he said, that's why I'm here. So boss volunteered that day. And then a couple months into our time together, he pulled me aside, he said, I like having an understanding with someone. I know what you're going to do, and you do it. You know what I'm going to do, and I do it, and we do it together. And he said, don't ask me to move stuff twice. And that to me is care. That to me is being thoughtful. And if a guy like Big Lou says, don't ask me to move stuff twice, you don't ask me to move stuff twice. He said, boss, I'm a ghetto celebrity. I was a professional boxer. I was an exotic dancer. I owned a soul food restaurant. Gang member. The church to our north, Church of Jesus Christ is the Whole Truth. His father was a prominent pastor in North Omaha. And unlike me, who came from West Omaha and had never been to North Omaha, I didn't know anybody. And I was a broken man. And the fact that he was my friend and he took me in made it so a lot of people in the community also took me in. So moving forward, our Volunteer of the Year will be named after Big Lou Parker. It will be Big Lou Parker, our hero. I could not think of a person who epitomizes the heart of the Heart Ministry Center and the heartbeat that makes us great. So Big Lou, congratulations.
Thanks for being a part of it. I wanted to talk because you guys took a chance on me. And now we got a fresh start program that was coming after me that was doing amazing things. it wasn't easy coming down there to ask for help. But I think I got more out of him than I was put. That's what he gave me. I love him. Every day people come up and they ask me, can I do this, can I do that? And we love this helping community. This one, years ago I used to have, I lived right the street, but when I first did part-time, this used to be the projects. I had a house right over there. And so I'm looking at life, and things have changed. But I thank God that we got people like who invested in me, that we can make it to make something a lot better. That's all.
Go take this with you, boss. And then we're gonna have one on the wall with the name plaque. I would like to call Mr. Bob Head to the stage. Bob is our big Lou Volunteer of the Year. Bob Head, where you at?
Yeah.
So I want to say Bob, to me, is 4 21-year-olds plus 3. See, Bob's 87 years old, and he has more energy than anyone I've ever met, and it's coming from someone with a lot of energy. And Bob raises money. He volunteers 3 days a week and does the things other people don't want to do, like stocking shelves or cleaning stuff up. He takes the fresh starts out for lunch and invites them over to his house like he eats meat and cooks the pork chops that he's so good at doing. He's everything to the Heart Ministry Center, and at the same time, he asks for nothing in return. He's one of the most humble people I know. He's extremely charismatic. The light shines bright in you, and I'm so grateful for all you've done to be a part of what we're doing at the Heart Ministry Center. Congratulations, Bob.
Get up to the pantry and when you're 87 years old, but I keep trying, and I'll keep at it, but thank you for the honor, and I appreciate it. I love our ministry, and I love Mark there, and I love everybody that works there. So, there was a movie made in 1947 called Miracle on 34th Street. And right now, we have a movie in production on 24th Street. It's called Miracle on 24th Street.
He's so cute.
Has close to 40 people, plus the fresh starters, and with our extras are the volunteers that come and work every day to help pass out the food. So, Cos Nicholson is our pantry manager, and Cos has his own management style. It's love and kindness. And where's Cass? There he is. Cass takes these fresh starters, which of course have come in from all over the country, and they have, they're 20 to 50 years old, and he puts them together and gets the job done to help distributing all this food that comes in. I mean, you're talking about millions and millions of pounds of food, and you're talking about thousands and thousands of clients. Kindness and love is really part of all of Heart Ministry's culture. They all have this heart that they pour out to each other and they pour out to their fresh starters. The fresh starters come there with really a tough life,
Chief Operations Officer, Amy Holmes. Chief Financial Officer, Don Nelson. Chief Resource Officer, Don Brown. And then Chief Sustainability Officer, Tim McTaggart. We have 6 divisions and very talented division directors. Food distribution, Fresh Start, Mr. Kai Chung. Right there, Kai. Yeah, Kai's a humble guy too. We're really lucky to have him. Healthcare, Mrs. Stephanie Hyman. Away Forward, Linda L. Sharif. Our Communications and Development Director, Angie Grody. And Angie and Haley, great job putting on this event. Great job. Jenny Peters, great job putting on this event. Development Specialist, Jenny Peters, 9 kids, jack of all trades, Energizer Bunny. Thank you so much. And Ms. April Shepard, great job helping put together the event. And then Fresh Start graduates like Paul Epke back there. The gentleman who's looking at me with the shaved head, who graduated and he's going to be going to Owen Industries, and we're going to really miss him. So many like you other Fresh Starts here tonight. Congratulations and thank you for all your hard work. And then I also want to mention our talented laundromat director, Mr. Paul Weisapple, who's the guy who's the eyes in the sky with the drone that's always flying around. We have a really talented team, everybody. We're trying to build something that is sustainable. So next, I want to call the Schneider family to the stage, please. Come on up. I'm going to go to you. I'm going to go to you so we can have the big tree, the great idea. And if cutting out,
I'm cutting out, excuse me. So, the Schneider family is very near and dear to my heart. And not necessarily for something that was something I enjoyed, doing my first eulogy for their son. See, I met their son Aaron 8 years ago in the Lincoln Correction Center. And when I got out, I didn't do so good going through the reentry process. If you've never been through
it, then you don't really know what that is like. So, I got into recovery. I was a part of something I believed in so I could start believing in myself. The Heart Ministry Center, and Aaron's road was different. We're starting the Aaron Schneider Excellence Award because Aaron was my friend and he was one of the most excellent people I have ever met. He tried harder. Go ahead, let's give Aaron a clap. He tried harder than anyone I've ever met. He cared more than anyone that I've ever met. And he had challenges that we don't all have. And he got knocked down time and time again. And he kept getting up. And he had a family with him that loved him, that was with him every step of the way. See, when you go through a life struggle, like my mom and dad over there, you don't always know what you're doing to the people that love you, that are there with you. So the fact that we get to honor, moving forward, a Fresh Start graduate who epitomizes excellence in the name of my friend and someone who I look at every day because he reminds me to not be in my head, rather to be in the moment, is Mr. Aaron Schneider. So Schneiders, thank you for giving us Aaron's name so we can memorialize him and congratulate Fresh Start graduates with $500 every year who epitomize excellence like Aaron did.
Hello, I'm Craig. I'm Aaron's dad. And I get a little long-winded, so I promise to keep it short. Therefore, I'll use a script. On behalf of my family, I want to thank Mark, our ministry family, for honoring life of this memorial. Truly beyond words. Heart ministry. I am going to ask him if I can get a pair of his socks. Heart ministry and the Fresh Start program specifically meant a lot to my son. He recognized the positive impact the program had upon his life. I was thinking today, you take 43 letters, can be arranged in 4 words. Those words can be community, compassion, accountability, and excellence. But when you take those letters and put them into 4 words, they're really just merely words on a page. And they remain words on a page until you have a until they're actualized and presented within the delivery system. And I would tell you, having seen the differences in Aaron's life when he was a part of the program, those words became actualized in his life by way of the caring, the love, and the compassion of the Heart Ministry Center staff, Mark specifically, and the staff at large. For that, I say thank you. I would also say that, your delivery isn't going to be perfect. There's no way it will be perfect. And I think my son's life was an example of a perfectly imperfect individual that had issues, but was also able to deliver service to others. So we're so grateful for his 33 years on earth. Mark, the Fresh Start program, and Heart Ministry Center at large was the place that Aaron knew that others looked beyond his pain, his addiction, and his disabilities, and they could see the other qualities of goodness and excellence that God had placed within his heart. So for that I say thank you. Thank you for honoring his life, and thank you for recognizing the excellences that God placed within his heart. Thank you. Family, would you like to say something? Okay. So, thank you. So, I'd like to call Miss Shannon Perkins up here. So, Miss Shannon Perkins is someone I met a couple and a half years ago, and like a lot of us, she wasn't having the best day of her life, and she had a lot of struggles going on. Not everyone follows suggestions. Not everyone's honest, open-minded, and willing as demonstrated by action. But Shannon was. Shannon went to the Santa Monica house, and when she got out, she came and participated in Fresh Start. And she went all in. You know when you have a highly motivated person who wants to change, and Shannon was a highly motivated person who wanted to change. And change you did. She moved forward to Helmer Graphics. She's been there for a year and a half. She's one of their solid employees, and the community-employee relationships are difficult. So one of two things is going to happen when you place a graduate. You're going to call the next time, and they're going to say, the last one didn't work out so good. We don't know if there's going to be an opportunity. Or like with Shannon, about 90 days in, they call you up and they say, you got any more of her? And that's what happened with her. So thank you for giving the Heart Ministry Center that community employer. Thank you for your story. Thank you for your success. Thank you for being my friend. And congratulations on receiving the Aaron Schneider Excellence Award.
I am beyond honored to receive this. I came into the Heart Ministry Center. I was at my lowest point. I was homeless. I was unemployed. I was so physically dependent on drugs that I couldn't imagine a way out. I was hopeless and I was broken. And I went to talk to them about the Fresh Start program, and I might have touched it by a little bit. Mark saw through me and gave me an opportunity that I didn't think I would ever even have. They helped me get get my eval, which I needed to get into treatment. I went to a 30-day program where actually Ty was before that. I went to Santa Monica through their halfway house. I'm still active in their alumni, and I actually just moved out of Summit. They have living for graduates too, and I just moved out of that on my own. I'm employed. I'm a valued employee there. I have not missed a day. I have my kids back in my life. And I know I wouldn't say I'm self-sufficient because it takes a village, but I'm not dependent on anybody anymore. And I have the right people in my life now. Thank you.
Yeah, we just smile. One more. Ready? 1, 2. Got it. Come on. Can we get a picture with the family? Oh, yeah. Okay, if you can't see me, I can't see you, so I can't see the lady in the back.
There we go.
Kai, squat down.
Shannon, why don't you hold it and Kai go to the back? Shannon, hold it. Kai, go to the back. It's too tall. Thank you.
There you go. Ready? Stay for a couple. Here's 1. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Right here. 1, 2, 3. Nice
Beautiful.
smile. There you go. Yay.
So, I'm gonna get in trouble because this program went a little longer than it was supposed to. And Bill, I hope I spoke from the heart instead of sounding like a broken record. So, we're gonna call up Kaz.